In a small, dusty village nestled between rolling hills and endless fields lived a young man named Arif. Every morning, he would wake up before dawn, helping his family with chores, tending to the goats, and working in the fields. Life was hard, and the village had little to offer beyond routine labor. But Arif carried a spark inside him, a dream so vivid that he could almost touch it. He wanted to start a small business, something that could not only lift his family out of poverty, but also give him a sense of purpose. Yet, reality was relentless. Each attempt to save money, each small plan he made seemed to crumble in his hands. The first time he tried to sell handmade baskets in the nearby town, a flood of rain ruined his goods. The second time, he tried to work as an assistant in a small shop, only to be humiliated by his boss and lose the job. The third attempt, he tried borrowing money to start a small poultry business, but the chickens fell sick and he ended up in debt. Day by day, the spark inside him began to flicker. His friends would laugh at his big dreams, saying, "Arif, why aim so high? Just do what everyone else does and live quietly. Life isn't fair to dreamers." Arif would nod silently, his heart heavy, and retreat to the edge of the village, sitting under a lone, ancient neem tree that had stood there for generations. It was here, one evening, when the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in shades of orange and pink, that he met the old man. The old man appeared suddenly, carrying a simple wooden staff, his clothes tattered yet neat, and his eyes, deep, calm, and piercing, seemed to look straight into Arif's soul. "You look troubled, young man," said the old man, settling beside him. His voice was soft but firm, carrying a weight of experience that Arif could feel in his chest. Arif hesitated. Should I share my failures with a stranger? But something in the old man's presence made him speak. I want to do something big. I want to change my life, help my family, but I fail every time. Maybe I'm not meant for this." The old man nodded slowly, staring at the horizon. "I have seen many young men like you, full of dreams, yet trapped in fear of failure. Tell me, why do you think you fail?" Arif looked down. "I try, but I'm not lucky. Or maybe I don't have the skills, or the world isn't fair. I don't know what I'm doing wrong." The old man chuckled softly. "Ah, you think the world owes you success, and that failure is a punishment. But that is not how life works. Failure is a teacher. Harsh, yes, but honest. And the world simply tests whether your dream is strong enough to survive the storm." Arif felt a lump in his throat. He had never thought of failure as a teacher. He had always seen it as the end. "Come with me," the old man said, rising to his feet. He gestured for Arif to follow, and they walked into the small village square. The old man pointed to a broken cart, its wooden wheels rotting, lying abandoned near the marketplace. "See this cart?" the old man asked. It was once new, strong, and useful, but neglect, storms, and hard use left it broken. Yet someone with patience, tools, and knowledge could fix it, make it even stronger than before. Your dream is like this cart. Every failure, every setback is a broken wheel, a cracked plank. But each failure teaches you what to fix, how to build it stronger. You must not abandon it. You must repair it, learn from it, adjust, and persist." Arif listened, mesmerized. For the first time, failure did not feel like shame. It felt like guidance. The old man continued. "Many dream small because they fear failure. They aim low so they won't be disappointed. But you, Arif, your dream is big. And big dreams are dangerous to some, yes. They scare you, they scare others, but they are the only dreams worth chasing. Do not shrink your dream to fit your failures. Expand your strength to fit your dream. Arif swallowed, his mind racing. But how do I start again? Every time I try, I lose something. Money, time, hope? The old man smiled. Start by thinking small, but act with vision. Break your big dream into tiny steps. Fail in those steps, learn, and move forward. Keep your eyes on the horizon, but your feet on the ground. And remember this, the world does not give rewards to those who only dream. It rewards those who dream, plan, and act relentlessly despite fear. They sat in silence as the sun disappeared behind the hills, leaving the sky sprinkled with stars. Arif felt a strange sense of calm, as if a heavy burden had been lifted from his shoulders. Over the next months, Arif applied the old man's wisdom. He no longer tried to start a full business at once. He began with small, manageable steps. First, he sold fresh eggs from a few hens he could afford. He observed the market, learned from competitors, and slowly saved enough to expand. Every setback, chickens dying, customers refusing, sudden rains destroying his produce, was met with a pause, a reflection, and adjustment. He learned to negotiate, to manage risk, and most importantly, to trust his vision. He reminded himself daily of the old man's words, "Do not shrink your dream, expand your strength." Years passed. The small poultry venture grew into a flourishing farm. Arif diversified into dairy and organic vegetables. He hired workers, helped villagers with employment, and never forgot the days he had sat under the neem tree, wondering if he was meant for success. One evening, as he looked over his thriving farm, he saw a young boy sitting quietly under the same neem tree, looking lost and defeated. Arif smiled, remembering the old man who had changed his life. He approached the boy, sitting beside him and asking gently, "Why so troubled, young one?" The boy told his story, failures, doubts, dreams, and Arif listened just as the old man had listened to him years ago. He shared his journey, not as a collection of inspirational quotes, but as practical lessons, small steps, and the power of dreaming big. Arif realized then that dreams are never solitary. They are passed from one soul to another, nurtured by guidance, persistence, and courage. The power of dreaming big is not just in achieving the dream, it is in transforming fear into action, despair into learning, and ordinary life into extraordinary change. Looking at the boy, Arif whispered softly, "Your dream is yours. Protect it. Fail if you must. Learn. Build again. One day you will look back and realize that dreaming big was the only thing that kept your heart alive." And as the boy nodded, inspired and determined, Arif felt a deep gratitude, not for his wealth, not for his success, but for the dream that never died, the courage to keep it alive, and the old man who taught him that the size of a dream is only matched by the strength of the dreamer.